Hi everyone, I'm Astro Coach Amy. Welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. Today we'll be talking about the full moon in Scorpio, which occurs this Friday, June 9th at 10:14 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At that time, the sun will be in the earth sign of Taurus and the moon will be in the water sign of Scorpio. It's an opportunity to balance both the sensual and the practical energy of Taurus, as much as the financial stability element, with the intense emotional and passionate and sexual energy of the Scorpio moon. In addition, Saturn is in very close proximity to the Scorpio moon. And for some of us, it may feel like an additional emotional burden or even a sense of loss. However, this is a great time to balance these strong fixed energies within ourselves so we don't project this onto other people and expect them to take care of it. So some of the questions are you overextended emotionally and financially? And do you feel burdened by your family and your career? Things may come up to be healed on Friday and throughout the weekend. And you may have an opportunity to resolve some of these feelings as we prepare for additional releases and completion during the eclipses that will be occurring in August. Now, this full moon has a stronger energy than usual, with both the planets Jupiter and Saturn will be changing directions as well on that day. Now, we also have time and that great opportunity to find true balance, which means something different for everyone. Now, it's very important to get your yayas out, whether you do that by going to the gym or perhaps taking a walk outside. By some running water would be lovely. Or if you're more like me, you might enjoy doing some singing, dancing, and drumming to shift that intense focus towards greater joy. Now, with the Jupiter cycle, it will be moving forward in the earth sign of Virgo after being retrograde since February 6th. And the question is, have you been able to focus on that area of your life that needed an upgrade? Is it your career? Is it your health? Perhaps your relationships or even your spirituality? It's very important. Where did you put that focus during this time? Because now things are going to move forward more quickly. They're going to open up. And the greatest thing you can do is to maintain momentum and that sense of commitment so that you can really capitalize and optimize these wonderful changes you've been working on. So Jupiter will be in the sign of Virgo until September 17th. And at that time, it'll move forward in the air sign of Libra. Now, Saturn is actually moving backward or retrograde, and that will be occurring through August 25th. But what's very important in this cycle is, as I mentioned in one of my previous shows, Saturn will do its final cycle through the water sign of Scorpio. So we're going to have an opportunity for the next 2.5 months to review our lives and see if there are areas where we still feel a sense of resentment or upset towards other people, whether it's in our personal or professional lives. We have this, shall we say, another opportunity to really reassess our financial lives, some of our debts, look at really see where can we make some adjustments or where can we complete some old unproductive relationships. How can you do these things with greater love and kindness? How can you own your part of the situation so that as you begin the new chapter, it's done in a more positive way? And the good news is on November 5th, Saturn will return back into the fire sign of Sagittarius. So buckle your seatbelts so you can open up a very exciting new chapter at this time. Now, the sense of upheaval, protest, and violence, unfortunately, is continuing to escalate, I think, as we all know. However, the media is very busy promoting this negativity And for those of you that would like to read some positive news, I'd like to invite you to check out 2 great magazines that really focus on what's working in the world. One of them is called Solutions at optimistdaily.com, and the other one is called Newsletters at fastcompany.com. I do want to testify that I read both of these great publications, both in print and now online, for many years. They're extremely well written, they're inspiring, and they're very upbeat. Now, the number of people that are waking up, they're really seeking more loving and peaceful solutions is on the rise. That's our good news. And as we know, I think the light is increasing. And as that happens, the darkness brings up the fear, the greed, I think the anger. So many of these feelings are up. It isn't just because of one incident that happened, unfortunately, in London. Now, as Michael Jackson put it so eloquently in his song, The Man in the Mirror, that he was looking at the man in the mirror, or for some of us, the woman in the mirror, because all of us know, I think, that the only person we can change is ourselves. And I think this is just really important to honor, you know, at this time, at this very, very important time on the planet. So my question to you today is, can you find 3 things that you're grateful for and 3 things that you did well every single day? This is my assignment for you, because as you do this, you will truly raise your spiritual vibration. Things will transform right in front of your eyes, just in minutes. It can happen or in seconds. So it is important, because we know there are some unexpected things happening all the time. It is very important right now to stay connected to your own divine source, to really feel that strongly in your heart and your spirit. It's important to have resilience and to really trust the higher good, that this all has a greater divine plan than we all understand sometimes. But let's remember, as we get closer to the end of this broadcast, that the full moon is the opportunity of the month, that really polarized time, when those feelings in our deep unconscious they get, shall we say, in the pressure cooker. And we may not always understand what's happening, but most of us tend to feel like there's something happening. And sometimes if we're not aware of it, we may accidentally project it onto others. So we need to remember that the Scorpio energy doesn't mean you have to have the sun or the moon in Scorpio in your chart, but meaning that these 2 particular energies in the Scorpio side of things, there can be a tendency to repress anger and upset and resentment. And there can be a tendency to overdo the sexual energy as a way to compensate. And of course, these are not always the greatest thing in a relationship. Now, the gift would be to use this energy differently, is developing more trust in yourself and in your partner. It's being able to really experience deeper intimacy with both of you, not just sexually, but emotionally, of course. And it's being able to heal that intense fear of abandonment. This is really the gift of true intimacy. However, back at the ranch, the sun in Taurus is just wanting to focus on comfort, security, and enjoying the world of the 5 senses. So some of the questions we're going to ask here at the very end are, how can you welcome these opposing energies and see what the lesson is? Are you ready to create some new intimate connections with both yourself and those people in your life? Are you open to indulge a little bit less and enjoy what you have right now? With only 2 cardinal or action planets, we have 5 fixed planets and 3 what we call mutable planets. There may be a sense right now of wanting to just keep things comfortable, maintain the status quo. And for some of us, it's a real feeling of resisting the change. We just don't want to make that change. Now, the urge to take the action is not quite as strong this month as it was in May. And that doesn't mean we won't have that opportunity to take and make those changes. However, because we have some of that mutable energy, which is about discussion and resolution and creativity, there's always that opportunity for plan B. So not to worry. I encourage you to always get some feedback, talk to someone else before you decide to just stay put and refuse to move forward. Thanks so much. And remember, there's always a way to reframe this that can be more positive and uplifting to you and the people you're connected with. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you do have questions or you'd like a reading, you can contact me at astrocoachamy.com. Even in the midst of the construction, it will soon be done. Have a great day.